Very good morning to Ramlinga and his team. Yesterday, we started the small chapter that is redox reactions. So, in that, we learnt meaning part first, classical meaning, electronic meaning. So, how electron transfer take place. All that we learnt in our yesterday's discussion. Now, what I have done, uh, including yesterday's discussion, I have made the entire redox reaction a recorded version. Okay, so there I explained the concepts and I have made a recorded version session that is uploaded in the YouTube, and that link will be sent to the 11th WhatsApp group. So you can go through that recorded session either from 11th A, 11th B WhatsApp group or from the school YouTube channel where Ahmed sir will usually upload in that blog. Okay, so there are two areas. Either you can go to the school website or you can go to the 11th, 11th B. So links are available on redox reactions. Therefore, today I have started the second small chapter, that is hydrogen, so that simultaneously we can cover both recorded redox, then live hydrogen. So I'll be taking madam's period as well as my period, so that we can cover these two small chapters. And in the vacation, with a discussion with Ramalinga, I will give some 3 to 5 days time. So that time is exclusively for the organic chemistry. So this is my instruction to all the 11th A and 11th B. So right. So now let us start today's session on one more small chapter where we will get hardly 1 mark or 2 mark type questions. Okay, so it is small chapter. Okay, so hydrogen. So I have shown with a star something bright, because hydrogen is available only on the star surface. That's why stars twinkle. So their own light they give out, not somebody's. Moon will give somebody's, whereas stars will give their own energy. So that's why this slide I have selected. So it is because of what? Because of hydrogen. So hydrogen availability only on the surface of stars. If at all it is available on the planets, especially on the Earth where we live, it is in very small amount. But in the combined state, it is available more. Okay, right. So with this, I'll go to the another part of the what this hydrogen chapter, Rajnikant's style. Okay, so some important quotes are floating in the net. So that photo I have taken. So what this photo says, I am like a hydrogen balloon. Even if you put me down, I would fly high. Superstar. Okay. So that means by the way of his talent, skill, and acting, so he'll be always fly high. Okay.
You
So,
are a fan, sir.
uh,
You are a big fan.
it's not a question of fan. Here he is from Karnataka state, but now shining in Tamil Nadu and in Hindi also. So everybody likes his acting. So even I also like his acting. Hmm? So that's why I have selected his quote. And this is what about the hydrogen. Hydrogen balloons are fly high in the sky like that. Okay. So but we don't use hydrogen balloon, hydrogen gas for the ballooning, because it is very costly. It is very costly because hydrogen first of all not available. So that's why it's very costly. When the things are available in more, rate becomes cheap. If foreigners are available more in the market, rate is 20 rupees, 30 rupees. If foreigners are not available for weeks together, then 100 rupees. So it is a scarcity makes it more demand. So hydrogen not available on the Earth planet, therefore it is heavy demand expenditure. That is one part. Second part is it is very unsafe to handle, highly explosive, 150 kilojoules per mole. So that is the calorific value of hydrogen. So compared to all fuels, the highest calorific value is with hydrogen. So highly combustible, highly explosive. Therefore, we have to handle with utmost care. That's why we don't use hydrogen for the ballooning purpose. Only helium, which is the least reactive, we use for the ballooning purpose. Right. So we'll go to next part. Yeah. So already I told the most plentiful gas in the universe. Okay, Cavendish and London, Fritz London. So all those they have contributed for the hydrogen. So discovery and naming also. So only on the star it is available. And why it is most plentiful gas in the universe? Because in the universe we have many stars, constellations. Therefore, it is plentiful. Okay. Now regarding discovery, okay, starting from Robert Boyle, then Henry Cavendish, okay, then today Anthony Lavoisier gave name, and it is made from the stars. So all those point. So just kindly go through literature part only, okay. So not the main part. Now this is the position of hydrogen on the modern periodic table. Okay, so in some book you will find extreme left because it is resembling alkali metals, and in some book you will find extreme right where it is resembling the halogens. So therefore, a variety of places hydrogen has. So, but the in most of the books we find hydrogen in between alkali metals and the halogen. So that is in between. That is the most compromising position for hydrogen on the modern periodic table, because it can become uni positive by losing electron, and it can become a uni negative by accepting electron. So uni positive, uni negative, both possibilities are there with hydrogen. So ready to donate, ready to accept, ready to share. So very special characters with hydrogen. So therefore, it is kept at the middle of the modern periodic table just to satisfy time being. Okay, till the position of hydrogen is not justified. Yeah, same thing is explained here. Okay, same thing explained here also. Now this is what? This is regarding the dihydrogen. Okay, so 70% of universe is made of what? Hydrogen only, because more stars are there, I told already. Okay, right. So the giant planets Jupiter and Saturn consist of mostly of hydrogen. So that's why life is not there on Jupiter and the Saturn. So however, due to its light nature, it is much less abundant, about 0.15 trace amount in the Earth's atmosphere. Of course, it is combined state, it is available because water everywhere, H2O, natural gas CH4. Okay, so in the combined state it is available more, but not in the free state, single state. Okay, so now hydrogen occurs in three isotopic forms. So this we learnt in the 9th class: hydrogen, deuterium, and the tritium. So tritium is the radioactive. So radioactive property we will come to know from the proton-neutron ratio of the nucleus, that we learn in detail in the physics under the chapter particle physics. But totally we have three isotopes of hydrogen. Okay, right. Here are the three isotopes of hydrogen: prosium, called as hydrogen, and deuterium, heavy hydrogen, and heaviest hydrogen is what? Tritium. Okay, so mass number 1, 2, 3, atomic number 1, 1, 1, because definition says that isotopes of the species of the same element having same atomic number but different mass number. This point already we discussed in the 9th class also. Okay, so prosium almost 99% available in the nature, so it is the most abundant. So that's why prosium is called as what? Hydrogen. Deuterium small amount, tritium still small amount, called as a trace amount in the nature. All these are properties of hydrogen, deuterium, and tritium. So just for the comparative purpose, but we don't use for the exam purpose, as a knowledge purpose. See, the important point is relative abundance. Okay, 99.985 maximum is hydrogen only. So only some small portion of our universe is made of deuterium and tritium. So in the nuclear power stations in Karnataka, especially in Kaiga near Karwar, so where we work out some nuclear reactors, so there small amount of tritium is formed, that is afterwards converted, used for the nuclear purposes. Okay, right. Now preparation of hydrogen. So hydrogen prepared in small scale in the laboratory as well as in the large scale in the industry, because in the laboratory we prepare in small scale because our aim is to study the property. So just one gas jar or two gas jars we collect and we study the property. But in the industry So where we prepare in the gallons, in the tons, in the liters we prepare, because hydrogen is mostly useful for the fertilizer industry, for the other industries. So therefore, on large scale we use. So the best word for the large scale is what? Manufacture of hydrogen in the industry. Commercial way of producing hydrogen, or small scale is called as preparation. So for small scale preparation, for the large scale manufacture. So these two language words we use for the preparation of hydrogen. Okay, right. Now in the laboratory, we prepare. Usually, hydrogen is formed by the action of acid on metal. This is general. We learnt in the acid-base salt chapter of the 10th class. All acids reacts with the hydrogen. Sorry, reacts with metal, and they give out hydrogen. So this again depends upon what? Reactivity series of metals. If you see, the topmost is the potassium and the bottom one is platinum. So in between, somewhere copper, mercury comes there. So nearby that only hydrogen is there, the place, okay, in the reactivity series of metals. So the metals which are after hydrogen, they are less reactive. So if those metals are made to react with acid, so don't expect liberation of hydrogen, because they are less reactive. So less reactive will not replace. So this is what a displacement reaction we learnt in the 10th class. Only the most reactive than hydrogen. Okay, so before hydrogen, some iron is there, zinc is there, cobalt, chromium, nickel, okay, aluminum, magnesium, calcium, all those are the sodium, potassium. So all those reactive metals, when they are made to react with acid, immediately they remove the H from the acid. So that is the displacement of H from the acid. So in this way, hydrogen is removed or prepared in the laboratory. So by the action of what? Acid on metals. So in the among the metals, if you take a least reactive, so process is slow, and if you take most reactive, unsafe to handle, suddenly the reactor they may be violent. So better is what? Moderate reactive. Best is zinc. So zinc is more user friendly metal. So that's why. And whenever you prepare zinc in the metallurgy, so it contains some impurity like copper. So that copper impurity is a boon to the zinc, actually, gift to the zinc. So that will act as a catalyst for the preparation of hydrogen. So whenever we make a hot zinc liquid, red, that is put in the water, that becomes like a granulated, like a cream. How we have the cream and the milk, So like that, granulated zincs are formed in the metallurgy. That is very soft. When it is solidifies, it becomes hard. So that is taken because it contains copper as an impurity, becomes the catalyst for this process, and it is moderate reactive, and that's why plus points are there by taking the zinc as a starting material with acid. Okay, so equation is given here, and hydrogen is a lighter than the air, than the water, air. Therefore, the best way is to collect hydrogen in the laboratory by the downward displacement of water, because it is lighter than air. If it is heavier than air, any gas, that gas is collected by the upward displacement of air. So depend upon the density of the gas compared to air. So in the laboratory, we collect downward or upward. So here it is lighter, therefore we collect by the downward displacement of water. So it is collected and studies the properties. Even with alkali also it reacts and gives the hydrogen. Either with acid or with alkali, hydrogen is collected in the gas jar here. That is taken, and we study the properties. Now commercial production and large scale. So water is available free of cost in the ocean. Okay. So you take the water, then you go for the electrolysis process. So thereby hydrogen separates, oxygen separates. Both are highly useful. So oxygen is sent to the medical hospitals where they require life supporting oxygen cylinders. So this you have seen in the last March or the April, where corona cases are more. So there hospitals were in need of oxygen cylinders shortage. So why? Because you have to prepare oxygen. So oxygen is available in the air. Only thing is you have to separate it. So or in from the water. So there is a separation technique. There is an expenditure part is there. So therefore oxygen is very costly. So though it is available free of cost, our body can take through air nostrils. That mechanism is there. But separately in the hospital, it is collected, stored in the cylinders. That is sent. So that's why it is very costly. Hmm? Okay. Or by the process water, brine. What is brine? Aqueous solution of sodium chloride is called as a brine. Okay. So water in sodium chloride is a brine, that is upon electrolysis. So separately we get water, sodium hydroxide, chlorine and the hydrogen. So from the water, electrolysis of the brine, so we get three important chemicals. All three are important. Major is what? Major is sodium hydroxide, minor is what? Hydrogen and the chlorine. So whether it is a major or the minor, so from the industry point of view, from the chemistry point of view, all three are very, very important. So NaOH, alkali for the soap industry best, and for the hydrogen fertilizer industry, okay, or as a fuel, and chlorine, chlorine is the best chlorinating agent, or to prepare the some other useful chemicals. So chlorine is made use. So all three are industrially very useful. Therefore, both reactions are very important. One is electrolysis of water, where both are collected. Hydrogen is collected and oxygen for the hospitals. And in this process, chlorine for the chlorinating agent, and hydrogen and for the fertilizer industry or for the fuel industry, and sodium hydroxide for the soap and other industries. Okay, so both are from exam point very important. Yeah. Now this is one more way of collecting hydrogen. So by taking hydrocarbons, so when the hydrocarbon are made to react with steam, so we get carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So hydrogen is separated and collected. Otherwise, what they do? So together they collect. So this mixture is there, no? Mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So this mixture is very useful. So this mixture is called as what? Synthetic gas. Why it is called synthetic gas? Because this gas is used to prepare some other chemicals. So maybe aldehydes, maybe ketones. So some other products are prepared using this combination, that is carbon monoxide and the hydrogen. So therefore, this gas, this mixture of two, so this is called as what? Synthetic gas, or in short, it is called what? Syngas. Sometimes for one mark, what is syngas? So syngas is the combination of what? Carbon monoxide and the hydrogen, and that is prepared by the action of what? Hydrocarbon with steam. Any hydrocarbon. So here is the general formula for hydrocarbon, methane, especially alkane. So any alkane you take CnH2n plus 2. So with the number of water that depends upon the alkane. For the methane, so one water molecule. For ethane, so accordingly you put value here. So carbon monoxide and the hydrogen is formed. So that you can collect it. That is called syngas. Okay. Now definition or the meaning for syngas. Syngas is generally considered to be a variable mixture of CO and H2. So maybe 1:2, 2:1, but it is mixture of carbon monoxide and the hydrogen. This is compulsory, but variation is there. 1:2, 2:1, that is separate. But main thing is what? It is the mixture of what? Carbon monoxide and the hydrogen for synthesis of organic compounds. Okay. So there are cases where CO is not needed, and these specific cases are so labeled, that is ammonia synthesis gas, okay, or hydrogenation of coal. Okay, that means what? In the syn gas, the CO is highly poisonous. So if you can take care, then you can go for with the CO and H2. Otherwise, remove CO. If along with H2, if you can go with nitrogen, that is called ammonia synthesis. So the hydrogen is used to prepare ammonia along with nitrogen. That is called what? Hydrogen for the ammonia synthesis, or hydrogen used for the hydrogenation of coal. Okay, so when the coal C is added with hydrogen, we get variety of hydrocarbons. So separate the carbon monoxide, use hydrogen alone, or along with carbon monoxide with care, you can use it as a syngas. Okay, so hydrogen will play a very important role as an individual or in with someone. Syngas. Okay, once again, the mixture of CO and H2 is called syngas. Nowadays, syngas is produced from sewage, sawdust, scrap wood, or newspapers. So nowadays, why to waste all those waste paper? Because all those contains carbohydrates. Newspaper is a carbohydrate, cellulose. So using the waste from the everyday life, so it is prepared. That is what syngas, CO and H2. So even some sewage water, so drainage water, so from there sometimes small amount of H2 will escape, that is collected, and along with CO it is sold as syngas. Okay, one more is there, water gas shift reaction. The production of hydrogen by reacting CO of syngas mixture with steam in the presence of iron chromate as catalyst is called water gas shift reaction. So means what? So this is syngas. Okay. So syngas, CO is separated. For the CO, we use steam, water. So by reacting water or the steam with only carbon monoxide, so we get hydrogen. But this is better. Why? Because in the syngas, hydrogen along with hydrogen CO is there, poisonous. But here in the after separating the CO and making CO to react with water, steam, and getting CO2 and hydrogen, this is more safe. Why? Because with hydrogen, CO2 is there, not CO is there. CO2 is not that much harmful, so it can be it is manageable. Whereas H2 with CO is damageable. Care you have to take a lot. Here, if you don't take care, nothing will happen. So it will mix with the atmosphere. Only global warming will happen. Otherwise, it is not a problem at all. Okay. Therefore, what they do? So they separate the carbon monoxide from the syngas, and that carbon monoxide is made to react with steam, and this reaction is called water gas shift reaction. So shifting the syngas, separating the carbon monoxide, making it react with the water is called as water gas shift reaction. So thereby from this we get hydrogen also. We can increase the amount of hydrogen, but along with that CO2 is there, more safe. So this is what carbon what carbon dioxide with hydrogen, and CO2 is removed by scrubbing with sodium arsenate, because in the sodium arsenate CO2 dissolves. So when this mixture is sent to arsenate solution, sodium arsenite, so where CO2 dissolves but not hydrogen, but it is a property. So because sodium chloride dissolves in water but not in the petrol, so like that. So in the sodium arsenite, it is only CO2 dissolves but not the H2. So when it dissolves, H2 comes out collected and studies the properties. Okay, right. So now it is the 12:14. So I give a small break. So after the small break, so because it has to take the now recorded version will convert into MP4 version. So for that I require some time. You also require some time. So please go for a small break of some 10 to 20 minutes. So I will be back at 12:30 for the second session of hydrogen chapter. Okay. So till then, have a nice time and go for a small break. So I will convert in the meantime, record it to the MP4. Thank you, my dear students.